The king under the mountain is dead. I took his throne. I ate his people.
Dragons have always been in history for a very long time. Okay, so just facts about dragons, stories about dragons, and everything just dragon in this video. And if you don't like dragons, then click off. Okay, so we're going to start with stories, folk tales, and stuff like that. Stories that were made a long time ago. So in this one story, it's St. George and the Dragon. Now, I don't really like this story. Okay, so once there was a magical kingdom, well, not magical, I just want to say magical kingdom, and there's a dragon, and people were scared the dragon was going to eat them, and they were probably right, because this dragon is evil. And so they kept on bringing golden trinkets, I don't even know what that is, golden stuff to the dragon. But eventually they ran out, so they started offering people up. Now the dragon was much happier with this, but eventually they had to give up their own princess. But you see, there was a brave knight named St. George. St. George was not willing to let the princess be eaten by a wyvern. Wyvern is a name. I'll explain the wyvern word when I get to the facts part of this video. So he told the king he's going to go in and slay the dragon and save the princess. The king was okay with this. Pretty sure you know why. Okay, so you see, so after some fighting, St. George was finally able to capture the dragon, and the princess held him on a leash. They took him to the castle, and St. George said that if he wants to save the princess, then let them cut off the dragon's head. And the king was okay with this. Not sure why they did cut off the dragon's head in the first place. So St. George cut off the dragon's head. Then they all lived happily ever after. So this story was from Book the Movie. This is a picture of the movie version. Smaug. One of the coolest dragons in my opinion. Okay, so once there's a hobbit named Bilbo. He never went on adventures. There was any hobbit. Then some dwarves came along and had to make him go on an adventure, so they did. Eventually, they reached the lonely mountain where Smaug was inside. And even though this wasn't shown in the movie, Bilbo stole one golden cup. The next day, he looked for the Arkenstone. But then, Smaug awoke. That's a big dragon. Main fake names.
Now that is
Deacon and
interesting.
Riddle. Dick for his weapon.
And what about your little dwarf friends?
Dwarf friends, he just
Where are they hiding?
Dwarves. No? No dwarves here. You've got that all wrong.
Oh, I don't think so. Barrel Rider. They sent you in here to do their dirty work while they skulk about outside.
Truly. You are mistaken, though. Smaug, chiefest and greatest of calamities.
You have nice manners for a thief and a liar. I know the smell and taste of dwarf. No one better. It is the gold. They are drawn to treasure like flies to dead flesh. Did you think I did not know this day would come? That a pack of canting gods would come crawling back to the mountain? The king under the mountain is dead. I took his throne. I ate his people like a wolf among sheep. I kill where I wish, when I wish. My armor is iron. No blade can pierce me. Oh, concealed. That filthy dwarvish usurper. He sent you in here for the Arkham Stone, didn't he?
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't bother denying it. I guessed his foul purpose some time ago. But it matters not. Oakenshield's quest will fail. The darkness is coming. You are being used, thief in the shadows. You were only ever a means to an end. The coward Oakenshield has weighed the value of your life and found it worth nothing.
No, you're lying.
What did he promise you? A share of the treasure? As if it was his to give. I will not part with a single coin. Not one piece of it. My teeth are swords. My claws are spears. My wings are a hurricane.
That's the place where I put the treasure system, so you can hit him right there and kill him.
So it is true.
And a normal person shoots and kills Smaug, the others trying to attack Lake Town, blah blah blah, everyone cheers. They don't live happily ever after. The orcs. They still have to fight orcs. Then after that they live happily ever after. Then, fact time. I've already said that. Dragons from Eastern cultures are more often depicted as kind, wise, and benevolent. Dragons from Western cultures typically are fire-breathing, evil, and symbolic of the battle between good and evil. Dragon's horns resemble those of a stag, his head of that of a camel. I would never see a camel in there. His eyes those of a demon. Trying to get evil. His neck that of a snake. His belly that of a clam. His scales those of a carp. His claws those of an eagle. His soles those of a tiger. His ears those of a cow. The person who said that was Wing Fu, Chinese scholar. Nearly every culture has developed some form of dragons in their mythology. The various types of dragons don't always fly, but are all related to reptiles, and are usually dangerous if crossed. Most mythologies agree that dragons are incredibly intelligent, and many credit to them with a great command of magic. I guess you could say dragons are almost real. Komodo dragon! See, dragons are carnivores, so that dragon up there is about to eat all of those sheep. I mean goats. Are they sheep or goats? Oh, the goats. Wyverns are smaller dragons with 2 legs. Usually have a pointy tail, and they don't usually breathe fire, even though there are ones that do. But they usually use ice breath or poison breath. And there's even dragons on flags.
Moms have the power to turn moments into memories.
I found this video on YouTube.
So rally the family around a fun-packed game night with the Nintendo Switch system this holiday season.
Remember, this is not my video. Somebody else is doing this. Well, I'm putting it in my video, but really, of how to draw a dragon I'm showing you right now is not funny. You can kind of see that from the 2 art things. And that's how you draw a dragon. No, this is not funny either. And you may remember some of the videos that I made with dragons in them. I'm gonna go and play those. I told you I would get right on this one. Okay. And there's all the dragons summoned. Nobody really wants this. The 4 views are for me. Copious watches. 2 likes. My mom must have watched it. Or some other family. What the? And this one, like, yeah, nobody really watched this either. The 2 likes is probably also from family thing. Here's my first ever short. This is my first ever short video. And we have another one from Wings of Fire. I'm probably not going to make the What If Cornelius Survive video. I'm probably not. I might, but I'll probably not. Yeah, then I was really into Wings of Fire. But here's my first ever video. Also,